Come make some handspun yarn with me. Today we're going to be spinning up some Border Leicester wool. Border Leicester is a type of sheep and they're kind of famous because when you shear them, they essentially like sparkle in the sunshine. And I feel like you can tell from the roving how just sparkly they are. The first thing we start doing is actually spinning it up on my wheel. We have to start by spinning the first ply or just one piece of string. And then once we're done spinning it, we're going to go back and ply it together to make it a 2-ply yarn. Once you have a full bobbin of singles, you are ready to start plying. One thing that I like to do before I start that process is do a ply back test where essentially you let the pieces of string ply back on one another naturally to see how your finished yarn is going to end up looking. After that, it's time to turn it into a cake. So if you want to make a 2-ply yarn and you only want to spin one bobbin, you can essentially just turn it into a cake like this. And make sure you don't lose those two ends because you're going to attach those to the wheel, and that is how you're going to get your 2-ply yarn. We also do the plying part on the wheel, and so the finished yarn gets loaded onto the bobbin just like when we were spinning the single ply. And personally, I find plying to be a really mindless task, so it does go a lot faster than the actual spinning for me. And here's the final yarn reveal. I ended up naming it Candy Floss, and it's about 266 yards, a 2-ply, and I spun it on a 15:1 ratio on my Shack Matchless spinning wheel. If you like learning more about how yarn is made, don't forget to give me a follow.